From Petco Park in downtown San Diego. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the St. Louis Cardinals and the San Diego Padres. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about set to go. And today on the hill, Yu Darvish. What's the word on him?
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
Now up for St. Louis, Brendan Donovan. The pitch. Check swing, went around, and it's 1-2.
Two strike.
The pitch. Not close with that one. It's 2-2. The pitch. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. The wind of the pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive. Right-hander kicks, deals. Swung on, belted. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next guy to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate. On a strike. The pitch. And a foul ball. Runner at second, nobody out. That one way outside. 2-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. And the right-hander deals. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. And he grounds one to the right side. Throw over to Cronenworth, and Contreras is retired. Here's the Cardinals lineup now. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustment. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
That one ripped. That's back. Get out of town. A 2-run homer, his second homer this series, and it gives him the lead in the first. It's 2-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Base is empty with 2 away. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Alec Burleson. And a swing and a miss.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
2 outs. Out number 3. The 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now a 2-0 ball game. And we're back. And for the Cardinals.
Well, there are going to be a lot of balls in play because of the ground ball rate. Important that the defense stays engaged in the game. I think it's critical. Tempo is there. If you work quickly, it helps the fielders behind you to stay engaged, to make those plays, and help you get through the innings.
Right through there for a strike.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
The wind of the pitch. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
1 down, base is empty. Hit hard, base hit.
Everything came together for him. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
The Cardinals leading by 2 here in the 2nd game of the series. That one missed. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Foul ball there.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Well, a great back and forth, and that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow he found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Here's Machado. On the ground to third, might be 2. Fires to second for 1. And that's 2. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. We'll move to the 2nd now at Petco Park. It's the Cardinals 2 and the Padres nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the 2nd. Now Jordan Walker.
Jordan Walker.
And the pitch. That misses the zone, and it's 2-1. And that's downstairs and outside.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
And that one is lifted in the air, brings it in, and there's 1 down.
Batting 7th, the center fielder.
Victor Scott next up for the Cardinals.
Boog, this guy's just a tremendously talented center fielder. Gold Glove caliber type out there. Offensively, he can do some things, but also has some streakiness as well. I think the key is just trying to find a way for him to be consistent day in and day out. He saves runs in the outfield, so that's going to buy him more time to work things out at the dish.
This ball's chopped on the ground. Bogarts. And there's 2 away. Now batting Michael Ciani. The 1-1. In the air, right field. Tatis sizes this one up. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Cardinals 2 and the Padres nothing. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Stepping in for San Diego, Ha-Sung Kim.
Well, Kim is one of those players that it's just hard to take your eyes off of him, and not many players in the 2023 World Baseball Classic had more fun than he did. He hit a grand slam in a win against China, and earlier in the tournament had a 2-homer game. Delivered some special moments for Korea.
Rusty Valentine doing the umpiring behind the dish for us. Maybe the best name in the league.
Yeah, that's a solid one, no doubt. I mean, who's better to ask than you? I kind of wonder if Rusty is his actual name or just a nickname.
Yeah, no clue. That one inside, and that's ball 3.
Anyways, Rusty's got a good zone, very good on the corners of the plate, but he'll give pitchers a little bit above the letters and below the knees if they're earning it.
Here comes a pitch. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And a pitch. Fights it off. He'll see another. Kicks and fires. Swing and a base hit. So he battled through a long at bat and earned himself a hit.
Batting 5th, the left fielder, Jurickson.
Now batting Jurickson Profar. And now 2-1. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Next, it's the catcher for the Padres, Luis Campusano. There's a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Kim at second, Profar at first with no outs. Now this is a rocket to left. Drops into the glove. Runner tags at second. Save. He beats it.
Now we'll see if moving up to third there pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a base hit. We'll see what happens.
2 on, 1 out. Now batting Tyler Wade. It's interesting he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
2 on, 1 out, and they're all loaded up.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
And here's the rookie center fielder, Jackson Merrill. And the righty deals. Swing and a miss.
1-2.
Bases loaded, 1 away. Bottom half of inning number 2.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Now a fly ball to right center. Sizing this one up. He's got it. Here comes the runner from third. The tag, safe. And it's a 1-run game.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job, and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
It's Xander Bogaerts now. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Two on, 2 outs.
That's the ball.
Next offering misses down and away.
2-2.
And he deals. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The 2-2 on the way. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Got him swinging. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Back here at Petco Park, on to the 3rd inning. Now up for St. Louis, Mason Wynn. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. That one clips the outside corner. Now 1-2.
Well, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Gets it to first. 1 up, 1 down. Brendan Donovan. Next up for the Cardinals. There's a swing and a drive. Tatis going back. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Man, I love that route. The ball was smoked. He knew he had to get back to the track right away. Turned his back on the infield. Got to the spot, turned around, and made a nice catch.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt. The wind and the pitch. That misses the zone. Now 2 balls and a strike. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Well, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. Talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
3 balls.
And another ball.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
3-2. Up the middle. Bogaerts with the throw to first. And they get Goldschmidt for the out. And that is the inning. Nothing doing there for St. Louis as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Set for the bottom of the 3rd, digging in, Fernando Tatis Jr. And here it comes. That one lifted to left. Siani settles underneath it. One away.
The first baseman, number 9,
Jake Cronenworth now at the plate. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Line drive, and that's just foul. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. That misses, and the count is filled up. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with a high fastball and then buried that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
And now it's Manny Machado. 2 down, nobody on. Lined, and that's a base hit. Now he turns and heads for second. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for 2. Long throw is there. That ends the inning. Back here in San Diego, and up to hit is Wilson Contreras. Hard hit to third. On to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, the third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Here's Nolan Arenado. When you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Right through there for a strike.
This guy plays third base like he's a shortstop, and he welcomes the difficult play. Can throw from so many different angles and makes really tough plays look very easy.
That's towards center. Should have this one. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
When you look at the ability to save runs defensively, but then also put runs up on the scoreboard, that's the kind of player that every championship team needs to have.
Here's the Cardinal DH, Alec Burleson. The 1-1. Good eye in that spot. In the air, right field. Has a beat on it. Corrals it. And that is that. Redbirds down quietly. They lead it 2-1. And we're back. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Ha-Sung Kim. The shortstop takes the ball.
He's dealing with a great 2-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
Liner, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on the lane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Runner takes off from Wilson Contreras.
Not a fast runner on the base path, so this kind of looks like it was a hit and run called from the dugout. Got to make contact some way or somehow, because that guy's not going to be able to steal second base and be safe.
Home team down a run. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Got him swinging.
But that's a tough
The
one.
catcher,
I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in, kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to whereas you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
And that gets down for a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Next for the Padres, Tyler Wade. Falling behind 2-1.
2-1.
2 outs. Fouls one off. 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a ball popped up, and that's a fair ball. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
So 2 down. Jackson Merrill digs in now. That misses. 2 balls and a strike.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
In the dirt. Nothing happening on the bases, though. Moved into the bullpen for the Cardinals. Number 62 getting loose out there. Liberatore, a left-hander, also throwing. Hard liner. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that ends the inning. Padres leave a pair. They're down 2-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the right fielder, Jordan Walker.
Jordan Walker.
The line to kick the pitch. And now 1-2. And another ball. Swings and misses, struck him out.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Victor Scott.
So digging in, Victor Scott. 1 down, base is empty.
You know, the first manager to ever win a game here at Petco Park was Tony Gwynn. Yes, Tony Gwynn. They had a college baseball tournament here in March 2004, and Tony managed San Diego State to a win.
And a pitch. Lifted in the air, right center field. Merrill on the move. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
On the mound, he had a little trouble back in the first, but it's been a different story the rest of the way. Really settled into this outing nicely.
Ciani.
And up next for St. Louis, Michael Ciani. Slapped foul. Righty delivers. Not even close there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Right through their cover. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. 1-2-3 go the Cardinals. But they still lead it 2-1. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th and taking over on the mound, number 62.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Here's Xander Bogaerts.
For the Padres.
Bogaerts, who wears that number 2 on his back for his idol, Derek Jeter. That one not close. 2-1. And that's in for a strike.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
The 2-2 now. Towards first. Takes it himself. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
Popped up. Nabs it, and there's 2 away.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
So digging in now for San Diego, Jake Cronenworth. Two down, nobody on. And a big swing and a miss.
He can live up in the zone all game if guys will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitter's got to look down in the zone.
That one clubbed out towards left center. That'll be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Here's 1-1 now. Way out front for strike 2.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter out.
Bounce to the right side. Tosses to first, 3rd out. 1 left for San Diego, and our score remains 2-1. Back here at Petco Park. And now Mason Wynn.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher.
Throw over to Cronenworth, and a quick out, number 1.
Up next for the Cardinals, the second baseman, Brendan Donovan.
So the batting order turns over. Brendan Donovan next up for the Cardinals. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're the top half of the 6th. And that one fouled off. One down, base is empty. Liner, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
2 hits for him in this
Up
one,
next for the
both for
Cardinals.
extra bases.
The
Got to
first
feel
baseman.
good about that. Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good. And that's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate. It's even better when it gets you extra bases. Got to love looking in at your dugout and seeing your teammates fired up.
1 down. Paul Goldschmidt getting ready to hit. Swing and a ball popped up. And it drops in. Coming home. He scores, and they take a 2-run lead.
Comes through with the RBI. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
One gone, runner at first. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Wilson Contreras. On the ground left side. 6, 4, 3. It's a double play. And that'll do it for the inning. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Back here in San Diego, bottom of the 6th inning. Stepping in for San Diego, Ha-Sung Kim. Here's a 1-1. There's a strike. On the ground. And that one handled. Over to first. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Number 10,
Jurickson Profar, the next up for the Padres. The Cards trying to protect a 2-run lead here in the bottom of the 6th. Righty to the plate. Close one, doesn't get the call. Now 2-2. Good job to fight that one off. The pitch. That misses, and that's ball 3. Outside, and that is ball 4.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction. Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
And that's outside. 2-1. With the tying run at the plate here in the 2nd game of the series. That one catches the corner for a strike. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Right-handed reliever. Fly ball down the line. Walker pulls it in on the run.
Up next to the Padres, the 3rd baseman, Tyler.
New pitcher for the Cardinals, JoJo Romero. This is his 3rd time out this year.
Number 59, JoJo Romero.
Now the 3rd baseman, Tyler Wade.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
That one the other way. They get the force, and the inning is over. Padres leave one. Score holds. It's 3-1. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Pedro Avila.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Pedro Avila.
Here's Nolan Arenado.
The third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
The pitch. And there's a base hit to left. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's going to get to second with nobody out.
Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
So now here's the Cardinals designated hitter, Alec Burleson. Kicks and deals. And that one almost hit him.
You know, these Cards, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
And the pitch. That one fouled off. Arenado at second with nobody out. Line drive, caught. Throw not in time at second to double them off. Great hustle to get back.
He put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
One out and a runner at second here in the top half of inning number 7. In the air to left center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away.
The center fielder, number 11, Victor Scott.
And now the center fielder, Victor Scott. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think just headed towards the corner. And it one-hops the wall. He pulls into second as a run scores.
Well done. Drives in the run. With the pitch away, that's exactly what you want to do with it. Drive it the other way. And right there, just barely able to keep it fair down the line for the double.
Michael Ciani, the next to hit. Rips one to right. And it stays fair. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score, and they're up by 4. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Adrian Morejon gets the ball.
I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
Man at second here with 2 away. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Mason Wynn. The pitch. Check swing. Now to look down to first. And Jerry Hillsdale says he went around. Runner at second, 2 down. And now the lefty. The shortstop takes the ball.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
At the belt and fires. Goes the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Cardinals 5 and the Padres 1. Bottom of the inning. Here's the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. The Padres in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at bat out of him right here.
And a bunt towards third. And foul ball. The wind of the pitch. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Out to short. Win. Sends it to first. 2 up, 2 down.
The batter, the right fielder, Fernando Tatis.
2 outs, bases empty. Now the number 2 hitter, Fernando Tatis Jr. The 1-1. And another ball.
2-1.
The Padres down by 4. Here the bottom of the 7th. Fastball for a strike. And the count is 2-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Two outs. And that one hammered on its way. And it bangs off the foul pole. Home run. He sends one out the opposite way, and they cut into the deficit. It's 5-2.
That gives them hope they can pull off this comeback. They just need a few more swings like that, and they're back in business. Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a...
And now they turn to Giovanni Gallegos. He's into the game with the bases empty.
Now pitching for the Cardinals, number 65, Giovanni Gallegos.
2 outs, nobody on. And now Jake Cronenworth. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. That's the inning. A Fernando Tatis tater for San Diego. It's now 5-2. And we're back, ready to begin the 8th. Now it's the second baseman, Brendan Donovan. The pitch. On the ground right side. Bogarts with the throw to first. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. And here's Paul Goldschmidt. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Action in the pen down there. Tom Cosgrove, the young lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. In the air, right side. Grabs it on the run. 2 down.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Contreras.
And now the Cardinals catcher, Wilson Contreras. Ball to strike.
Throwing the ball well, and they need the scoreless inning in relief right here. They're doing a good job keeping them in striking distance.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. Just missing there. The count now 2-2.
It's a good take.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
That one just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Nolan Arenado up next for the Cardinals. 2 outs. And that's ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
And next is the Cardinals 4-hitter, Nolan Arenado. And it was a homer back in the first inning that got his day started at the plate.
Yeah, Boog, a 2-run blast. His fans were just still getting into their seats here at the ballpark. So if you showed up late to this one, you missed out on a big moment early on.
Fouled back our way, and that's out of play. 2013 in the playoffs, you caught one as the Red Sox played the Rays in the division series.
I sacrificed a bracelet. It was my wrist and my hand.
Stays alive. Contreras off of first with 2 away. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Cronenworth makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. So 1 left for the Cardinals, and it remains 5-2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Here's Manny Machado now.
Manny Machado.
The pitch. That's to third. Arenado. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Ha-Seong Kim.
Next for the Padres, Ha-Seong Kim. Base is empty, 1 away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Popped up. Goldie settles under it and makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
The left fielder, number 10, Jurickson.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Jurickson Profar. Two down, nobody on, and a foul ball. Here comes a pitch. And there's a ball. Two outs, base is empty. Got him. Padres go down 1-2-3. Nothing doing there for the Friars, and the deficit remains 5-2. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Tom Cosgrove.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And now the DH, Alec Burleson. Here's a 1-1. Popped in the air, left field. Hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, the right
Jordan
fielder,
Walker next up for the Cardinals.
Walker.
One down, base is empty.
Whoa.
Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Stephen Kolek up and loosening in the pen. And a pitch. That one misses. And now 3-1. And here it comes. Out to center. Merrill moving under it. And there are two outs.
The center fielder, number 11.
Victor Scott next up for the Cardinals. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Got a good eye there. So how much does his speed factor into his ability to go get it?
It's heartbreaking for the hitter because off the bat he thinks this ball's going to get down. Because of that speed and the ability to make up so much ground, he enters the picture and breaks a guy's heart.
The 2-2.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial gold glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Now this is in the air down the line. Profar racing over to make the catch. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Bottom part of the order, 7-8-9, 2 up in inning number 9. It's the Cardinals 5 and the Padres 2. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Ryan Helsley.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Here's the catcher to hit, Luis Campusano. That one drilled left field. Ciani going back. And he makes the catch on the track. Just missed a homer that time.
Now batting, third baseman, Tyler.
He's 2 outs away. Here's the third baseman, Tyler Wade. And the right-hander deals. Line drive, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
One and two here. That's out to center field. Settles under it. He makes the grab.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Xander Bogaerts.
So they're down to their final out. Xander Bogaerts, the next up for the Padres. The Padres down to their final strike. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 2-2. Two outs. And delivers outside.
Pressure mountain right here with the tying run in the on-deck circle. He's got to find the strike zone.
Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss, and he got him. That's the ball game.
Nice work out of the bullpen for that first MLB win, Boog. They turned to him when they didn't have the lead. He kept things steady, and he's rewarded with the W.
And your final score, 5-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.